Hey everyone, it's Miguel here. I want to thank you for joining me in my channel where I talk about leadership and leadership qualities to help you develop and grow in leadership. And one of the things we have to talk about when we talk about leadership is that perspective in understanding what you have. I'm sure you've heard the statement, count your blessings. Listen, above me here, I'm going to leave a link to a video where I spoke about the importance of perspective. But today I want to specifically talk about this statement, count your blessings. I think there are two things that stop people from counting their blessings. Number one is the fact that we're so focused on the mission, so focused on the vision, so focused on the goal that we forget to take a minute to breathe and actually count our blessings. I'm also going to leave a link above me where I talk about mental health and the importance of just taking that minute and just breathing and actually sitting back for a moment and being able to count your blessings. So number one reason why many times we don't count our blessings is because we're too focused on the end goal. We're too focused on the strategy, too focused on everything that we have to do that we forget how far we've actually come. We forget what we've left behind, how much we've grown, how much we've developed, how much our team has developed, how close we are to the actual goal, to accomplishing the set goals, the set desires, right? We forget these things because we're so focused. In fact, we have tunnel vision. And although that's a great ability to have just laser focus, the fact of the matter is that you have to be able to take a step back, take a deep breath, and count your blessings. But there's another reason, there's a number two reason as to why many people don't count their blessings or forget to count their blessings, and it's because they're focused on other people's blessings. As a leader, I can't focus on what someone else is doing. I need to focus on what works for my team, on what works for me, what works for the people that we're trying to reach and the goals we're trying to accomplish. I can't look around as to what someone else is doing. Particularly in business, when you do a SWOT analysis and you look at your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, particularly when you look at threats, you're looking internally and externally. Those weaknesses are internally and externally. Those strengths are internally and externally. So there are these moments where you do reflect and looking at other organizations. Right now, TikTok, I'm sure is going through this situation with the president of the United States. And I'm not going to get into that because this is not that type of channel. But what I want to present to you is the fact that TikTok, where it's excelled, we look at something like Instagram, and Instagram has excelled in that it will analyze and look around. If you remember when Instagram came out, it was just a platform for photos. Of course, when Vine came out, and then that was moving along and people were leaving Vine, we see the integration of video on Instagram. So we know that they analyzed and they looked around to the strengths, to the weaknesses, to opportunities, to these threats. No longer was Vine even a threat, and now they implemented video. And of course, with TikTok and their situation, we see that Instagram has now put into place Instagram Reels, where essentially it's these 15-second videos with music, essentially doing the same thing as TikTok did. We see this a lot of times as well between Samsung and Apple. We see this in different organizations. And so what I'm trying to elaborate on is that there are these moments where, yes, you do have to look outside, but the fact of the matter is that those are specific moments in times, and when you're doing that analytical work to figure out where to go, or maybe where you should be or where you want to be, or again, what those threats or opportunity or weaknesses or strengths are. The fact of the matter is that the reason many people don't count their blessings or forget to count their blessings is because they're focused on somebody else's blessings. And the fact is, my friend, I can't go shopping based upon what you have in your bank account. In the same way, me and my team won't be successful based upon the blessings you have. We need to be able to look at the blessings that we have internally and be able to then work with the abilities, strength, characteristics that we have. And so what I wanted to try to converse with you here today is the necessity that exists in the life of a leader to be able to count their blessings. You shouldn't be focused on what anyone else is doing. And you also shouldn't be focusing so much on the goal where you forget to count your blessings. Guess what? Your team is a blessing. Where you are is a blessing. The fact that you're alive is a blessing. And the fact that you're watching this video right now is a blessing to me. Would you please hit the like button if you're finding value from this video? And if you found value within our channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you can continue to get notified when new videos are released, which is every Tuesday and every Friday. I find it very, very, very necessary that you and I as a leader, we continue to grow and develop. You know, I believe that this is the year where we need to learn, we need to relearn and adapt. I said learn, relearn, and adapt. It's not enough to just carry on with the things you've learned. You need to learn again. Many times we are carrying on with these old ideas, old baggages, old mentalities, and we don't realize that we're counting other people's blessings, or we don't realize we're so focused on what's ahead. And worse of all, many times we're so focused on what's behind us that we can't count our blessings. I want to encourage you today, ladies and gentlemen, that you and I, all of us, that we just take a moment and count our blessings. There's a lot to be grateful for. So much to be grateful for. Look at Rochester here today. We got wonderful weather. I want to encourage you, count your blessings. Don't be so caught up in the goals that you forget the blessings that you have. Don't be so caught up, man, I got to go. But don't get so caught up that you forget that your team is a blessing.